G'day and welcome to the first video on our channel about repairing cars here in Australia for insurance companies. I run through the process of how we repair stuff and the reason why we repair things. But first up, I got this 2012 Suzuki Swift. Got a bit of damage on the quarter panel, a bit on the bar, a bit on the dog leg and aperture in here, and a bit on the front door. So I'm just going to strip this car down and then I'll show you how I'm going to go about repairing it. So let's get into it. It's gone inside into the aperture, if you can see it properly, and a little repair on the front door. So let's start stripping it down. Let's tear it down. The reason I wind the window down is that when we take the door off, you won't be able to wind the window down to get to the bolts to take the window out later. So just turn the car on, get the ignition on. You wind the window down till we see the bolts that we have to undo later. That's about there. Now we can remove the door card, which is it. There we go. Most important tool is clip remover. If I lost it, it would make my job so hard until I replaced it. I like having a backup of these. Sometimes I leave my tools around everywhere and I can't find them. Especially when you're in a hurry. Customers sit in the office waiting for the car and you're just finishing it up. I might just pop that light out and I'm going to leave the bar on there for now until we get this quarter panel out so I can make sure the lines are all good there. So then I can pull that line out. And there's somewhere to put my earth for the dent puller. When we're going to clamp that to, maybe under there. So to sand a bit of paint off there. Don't try and get it all out at once. You'll end up pulling it too high. I like to go along and then come back between the ones I just done. That's a bit loose. A little bit of tighten up. That's come out really good. I'll just grab my hammer and give it a couple of taps. Make sure the edge is straight underneath. Let's have a look why this bar is not sitting properly. I don't think my quarter panel wants coming out. I think these Suzuki's always have an issue with their bars right here. So many of them come in and they got a screw in the end of the bar trying to hold the bars in. But that's actually not bad. As you can see, this on the opposite side is exactly the same. But we've got to get our side perfect. Maybe we'll put a new bar retainer on it, which holds the bar around this shape here. Filler in. So I'll give it a bit of a whiz off the top. I find there's no point blocking it just yet. I hit it with the whizzer first and then we'll block it. The next skim will take right to the top, up to that line there, so you don't have to try and feather it out that much. Okay, it's got a high there, so we need to tap that high down there. So you can see the body line just starting to come through there where I've dent pulled it. We might give them a little bit of a tap down. There's a few lows here still. So one more skim and then we should be right. And then we'll hang the door. We usually hang the door on first to make sure this is out far enough, but I've got a pretty good feeling it's going to fit, so we'll hang the door on after I block it down. Okay, we'll grab the block. Important to use the right side block for your panel. And we use a bit of charcoal powder here, just so you can see how much you blocked out, if there's any lows left. Trying to block over the whole area in each sweep. That's far enough with the 80. That's 80 on there. I'll change it to 120 shortly. Now we'll do the same on the rear quarter. Might put a bit of powder on there. Okay, that will probably just about do it for now to the next skim. It's enough taken out. We can see it's just that little high there. A little bit of a tap down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots, a bit on the dog leg here, and then we should be done. You can always feel it with your hand. Your hand can feel everything, what's going on. Your eyes can't. Okay, put down here. You've got to make sure that that's low enough. All right, ready for the next skim. Dog, always flatten that out, turn it over, flatten it out. Don't go around in circles, you end up bringing air into it, you know, with air bubbles everywhere through your bog, through your filler. Mix it in there properly, put plenty of pressure on it, try and get rid of any air that's in that filler. It'll make your life a little bit easier at the end, not having pinholes, and then the painters will hate you. So we'll start from the body line at the top there and go all the way down. Putting of pressure on it. Try to make sure there's no air in there. Get it in there nice and tight so it adheres properly to the panel. I'm actually liking this new filler. It's not Platinum Plus 3M product, it's Platinum Select. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's really nice to put in and take out. Powder back on it. A bit of 180. This will reduce those 80 scratches. Try not to put too much pressure on the door because they're very soft. You end up with a wobbly panel at the end of it. So just nice light pressure. You can see it, even doing it lightly, it's still see it flexing. But 180 Put a 180 on the Orbi. Put it on the floor. Yep. Try and get rid of all these scratches now, 80 and 180 scratches out of the door. So I run the Orbi. That feels lovely. All the scratches are gone. That door can be puttied. I've just got to strip that door down yet. I know I'm going to get some comments, you know, saying, why aren't you wearing a respirator? I usually do. Just my strap broke the other day. I'm going to have to go up to Bunnings and grab another one. So I'm holding my breath when I'm sanding. A little bit hard when I'm talking, but yeah, got to hold my breath and sand at the same time. I will get up there and get a new soften up. So I'll just hit the bar. It's not hard, but just tap the bar so that line comes back, then I can cut that line out. Okay, that was, got a line there. I'll just undo that screw. Screw that holds the bar on. There we go. All right, let's wait for that to cure. Won't take much longer. It was taking a long time this morning. It was really cold here this morning. Had to get the heat gun out on another job that I was doing. But yeah, that hasn't taken too long. Probably another 20 minutes sanding that, and then strip the front door. Hard enough to sand. See, it goes off pretty quick. In the summer here, oh my God, it's you don't get any time to work with the filler. You got to put it in that fast. You know, when we're in the 40 degrees, it's goes off very, very fast. Well, I'm sanding and just trying to get rid of these applicator lines, and then I'll hit it with the block after that, put some powder on it. Okay, now we use this Evercoat, it's 440 Express for pinholes if there's any. This is really good. Just put a bit on a rag, throw it on and rub it over the whole repair. Rub it on, rub it off. Wipe on, wipe off. Any micro pinholes will be gone. And again, the painters will be happy. Now I just use a bit of spot sealer just to check my lines. You don't need it, but I like to spray it on, just double check. It's shiny, you can see your lines. Plus it's not going to get putty to tomorrow, so any bare metal and sprayed. And those lines look good. Pretty happy with that repair. Oh. Yeah, from start to finish, we're way under. We're at 2.5 hours so far. How good's that? 2.5 hours. I've just finished sanding the rear bar down, which I didn't show you. So it's ready to go to the paint shop just about. So I'll strip those 2 doors down in the morning, give me something to do while I'm waiting for the next customer to come in. Okay, the little Suzuki's back from the paint shop. It came out really well. The door gap's perfect, the bar sitting perfect, all the body lines are there, nice and sharp, nice and crisp. So now it just has to go and get buffed and detailed and then back to the customer. So that's it. So we'll see you in the next video.